turn me up a little. Yeah. Hey, let me get a little more of that. They know who we at, man. Yeah. We stay entertained. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building, going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. It's all entertainment, cause we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay.
Guys!
You get it, stay what?
Yes! Hola!
Come this star.
Ben with the key.
Hola.
Yes.
You feel me?
I'm
so we are. Wait a minute before we give out names, okay? We are back with another hot interview. You already know who it is.
Yes, it seems like forever.
Okay, now he is Wanston.
And he is Leo.
That's what they call me. That's what they told me my name was. But I just don't know these days.
Yes, don't it seem like forever? We've been missing, y'all.
You've been missing, child. I've been on vacation. How you doing? Celebrating birthday 2 months in a row. Okay, so we ain't been here, but we've been here. Keep up.
Yes.
So we are back with the interviews. My birthday was great, just for anyone who's asking, y'all seen the videos, and if you ain't, then what you waiting for? Go check them out. But today we are having an interview, okay? It's all about the inner with the view.
Did you have a good time for your birthday?
Of course, honey.
Okay.
I always have a good time. 40 is the new 20.
It sure is.
That and I got some making up to do anyway, because my 20s was popping, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the 40s, oh man, I've been winning ever since this year started. Have you seen A-Train? Because I'm killing it. I don't mean to brag, but I'm right. You feel me? That
yeah, you are killing it. I love it.
Okay, we just had the A-Train birthday. It was dope.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But you know, with the A-Train birthday came pictures. Okay.
Yes, and that's what brought us to our lovely guest on today, guys.
Okay, because he's about that photography.
He's not only just a photographer, but he has an amazing brand.
Okay, get into it.
He does filmmaking. He's also a content creator, entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
He's known in the cosplay community, the photography community, guys.
He got a gaming channel. He on TikTok, IG, you name it, he does these on it. How you doing?
So he can show you some things. He's going to also teach you some things when it comes to photography. But this is more of an in-depth interview, guys, because
get to know him.
If you know him, you also know his story of how photography saved his life, guys.
Okay.
So
I know that's right.
This is where we like to bring folks to our show so that we can get the more in-depth about them, guys.
Okay, but before we go any further than that, we're gonna need y'all to do some things, okay? Just in case anybody out there is watching and they don't forgot the rules. So we're gonna need you to press like
and comment.
And then share this out with everybody. Mothers, cousins, garbage man, doctor, lawyer, wrestlers, animals, you name it, share it out, okay? If you got some enemies out there, share it out with them too, because guess what? They don't know the House of X, but they're going to know the House of X today.
With your friends, family members, and brothers.
All right, now that part.
Yes.
Y'all got some teachers, ex-cons, share it with them too.
Yeah.
All right, you know I like an ex-con, honey.
Yes.
That part.
All right. So are you ready to bring up our guests?
Of course. Are they ready to be brought up? Okay. You know what? Let's jump into this. Before we even bring them up, they are coming from Harlem. Okay, let's start there. New York. We're in the building. You already know what it is. Now, for anyone who doesn't know about Harlem, one of my favorite rappers, Cameron, Dipset, all day, you already know what it is. You heard? Mm-hmm. So, shout out to Harlem. This person is from Harlem, so you already know they have a life. You
Harlem, Linux Ave.
Okay. Shout out to Mace. He's also from Harlem. Mm-hmm. Harlem got some great, talented people. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Great talented people.
He coming all the way from Harlem. You know, Harlem got some good food. They got seafood.
He came in a limousine.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ain't even ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Limousine, nice trench coat, everything.
Tell it, honey, it was a trench coat for me.
It was a trench coat.
Okay, giving very much Manhattan. Okay, he said, do y'all know y'all fashion or no?
Okay, yes. So, without further ado, guys, many of you guys may know him, many of you guys may not know him, but he's none other than the Rxsuperstar.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. Hey, let me get a little more of that. They know who we at, man. Yeah. Just stay entertained. Yeah. We stay turn me up.
What's up, guys? Welcome back, guys. So y'all already know who this is. This is the man, the myth, Mr. RX Superstar himself. So tell us how you feel.
Is he a superstar or not?
Tell us how you feel. You just played your line tonight.
I feel amazing. I feel fulfilled. This has been in the work for like 8 years. I finally got an opportunity to do it, especially with my close friends. You guys came through, did media, photography.
Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
All right, Superstar, guys.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. House of X. I'm at the House of X. You guys know what that means? Do you guys know these two gentlemen out here? They out there. They know about everything. They in the mix. They breaking the doors down for you guys. They getting in your face. They asking you questions that shouldn't be asked. This is why I'm on their show. This is why I always speak highly of them, because they come in with a positive attitude and take no shit. Can I wait?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I can curse. I don't really get to do that because I'm always on PG or I'm on a different show. So I got sponsors and a lot of sponsors out there. So I got to watch what I say and stuff. But we're in the House of Eggs. Anything could go.
I like that.
Yeah.
He's like literally in the House of X. Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm always
Okay.
ready.
So I think I got the first one.
All right.
So how did you create this amazing name that you have, RX Superstar?
Oh man, that's a great question. That's always asked. My name RX came from the Kamen Rider series, Mask Rider. First one was Mask Rider in America, which came after Power Rangers. Then when you don't know what's Mask Rider and then you discover it, you go online. At that time was Yahoo Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
So you will look up the engine search and you will search up Mask Rider, which will lead to Kamen Rider, which is a Japanese show that Power Rangers came from too, from Super Sentai. So all that is in the mix. Kamen Rider was the first. If it wasn't for that, it'd be no Power Rangers, Super Sentai, none of that stuff.
Oh, wow.
So one of the Kamen Riders was called Kamen Rider Black RX.
Mm-hmm.
So I took RX and I just combined it with Superstar when I saw Edge as the rated X Superstar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No, the rated R Superstar.
Yeah.
So then I became RX Superstar. I just combined both things. And at that time, RX was outside in the street, outside. So I was giving you a daily dose of positivity, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of flower power spreading around through the whole tri-state area. So that's where my name comes from. It's a combination of Edge the Wrestler as the rated R Superstar and Kamen Rider Black RX, which is the Japanese import. So I just combined those two, and then I'm from Harlem, so we did a lot of things in Harlem, like smoke weed back in the days, chilling on the block, chilling at the park, watching the tournaments, chasing the girlies around. Whoever had the best outfit on when you came out, even if you were in your PJs going to the store, you had to look right. You know what I'm saying? So all that together formed RX Superstar's name.
Wow, that's really
He
cool.
done educated y'all about the name.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I mean,
that's dope.
I mean, you got to educate people out there because people just like celebrities and other people who talk, they just give you about like 2 sentences and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Where the audience like me, a viewer like me, man, what do you mean? That's it? Just 2 sentences? Like, no. What does the R stand for? What does the X stand for? What does the star stand for? So that's why I like explaining myself to people out there. You know.
Yeah.
Plus, there's more material for you guys on your show of the House of X.
Yeah,
That part.
absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for
Now,
that.
with a dope name, got to come a logo. So we're going to get into the next question. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, how did you come up with the logo?
Is it the Ogre logo or is the RX Superstar logo? Because what came first as a photographer, I didn't have this logo yet. So this is Ogre, or this is my brand, Ogre.
Okay.
But before it was called Ogre RX Superstar, then I shortened it to just Ogre.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just Ogre. Or I'm taking the O. Eventually, I'm going to take the letter O, and Sesame Street can't use it no more. So this is the wrestler one right here. All my designs are designed by famous creators, designers out there that's worked for brands like WWE, for Boom Comics, to being professors at schools. So I don't want to mention their names because I don't want no copyrights going on and stuff like that. So we're not going to mention their names, but these are designed by those designers, and you will see these on my website. You'll see their names and stuff. So you can search them on Instagram, and you'll be like, oh my God, they're amazing. So, and you'll also could commission them too. So my first logo was Rxsuperstar, which I did with the Transformer lettering of Megatron.
Yeah,
because I was more when I came into the field of anytime I go into anything, I think of I turn myself into a Decepticon. So what that means is I come in and I was like, I don't care who you are, I don't want to hear shit. I don't care who's Optimus Prime. Fuck Optimus Prime. I'm Megatron. I'm with the Decepticons, and we're gonna wreck shit here. We're gonna do our own thing, make our own name, and that's what happened. Until I met Jason David Frank, which is another story. But back to the logo, that was my first design, was Rxsuperstar and the Megatron letters and the Megatron colors, and everybody and their mama wanted that photo. Whatever photo I took out there, anybody, and I edited everything, they made sure that logo was there because that was legit right there for the person. Yeah. So whoever has photos from the past, I don't have that logo no more. The new logo is the one in the background right there, which I created last year, and that was a special sticker for BX Comic-Con Expo, which I will be a guest again this year, August 3rd. And then don't forget, because we having the after party after that, we celebrated the birthday boy right here, his birthday. And we're going to bowl, and I'm going to kick everybody's ass. I'm telling you that now. Do you bowl?
Of course I bowl. I do it all.
You're going to lose.
If you say so.
I'm saying it now.
You must have forgot I'm A-trained, so this should be a piece of cake.
I'm D-trained. Okay. I'm D-trained. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good guy. He's a cool guy. But I can't wait to just have fun, and because that's all they do is bring positivity, and they like networking, and they like everybody to come into, into their world, into the House of X, which is a cool vibe, which is a very cool vibe. But back to the logo, because that's what it is. We're going to jump into these other questions. But that was my first logo. And then it jumped off to this logo like 7 or 8 years later.
Oh, wow.
So you have to evolve after a while.
Yeah, you do.
You have to evolve.
What makes this logo so special to you?
This logo is all the logos I do is very special. But this one is mainly special because it's me, center of attention. It's a new Rxsuperstar logo of how I want my name to be seen and written out. Yeah. And then the 3 ogres that you see behind you are the 3 ogre designs that I first started off with, that a lot of people out there have merchandise, from pins to hats to sweaters to t-shirts to what else is there? Even drawings of me. Shout out to all the fans out there who did artwork of me that I have all over my house. But this one means to me because that right there shows evolution and it shows progress, because, I had one little design and then it wound up turning into 4 designs. And then I wound up turning myself into an exclusive sticker that sold out last year. So
that's what's up.
So I'm proud of everybody out there. Yeah, I had the hologram versions. The hologram versions that's in stickers. Yeah. That's a big thing. Holograms and glitter stickers.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are the 2 big things right there. That's always going to sell out. So
okay,
I know that's all right.
What was your first Comic-Con, and what did you like about it?
Oh man, my first Comic-Con. Let's wind the clock back. My first Comic-Con was New York Comic-Con. I believe 2015 or 2016. Those 2 years was a lot of blurry, a lot of alcohol going on.
That part.
So it was the one that Jason David Frank came. If people don't know who Jason David Frank is, he was the Green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the best Power Ranger of all time, the one that came in evil and kicked everybody Power Ranger ass and showed that
Tommy.
We got fans up in the house. You see, House of X is not just X-Men. They everything. Of course. So I got to meet him. Here, me and him already talked before, because this is when I was leaving Hot 97, and I was venturing. At that time, I was like, I stopped for a second. I'm trying to see what's the next adventure for me to go, where I need to go. So I picked up my camera. I went to Comic-Con. I met him. We hugged. And then after that, he asked me a question. He said, he said, you do a lot of videos and a lot of photography. Can you post up videos for me? That's the only thing this man ever said to me. And then he took me under his wing, and then I learned a lot of stuff from him. So for me, watching my childhood hero on TV, now I'm rolling with him and listening to him, and he's guiding me.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know that's right.
So, that's why I always tell people, is like, go for it.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. And if you feel like you're going to fail, remember, failure means you did it. That means you did something. I'd rather fail than not do nothing.
Yeah.
Because failure also teaches you growth.
Yeah.
So if you don't know how to take failure, then you should just go not do what you want, not doing what you say you want to do, but you're not doing it because you're not really passionate about it. Let the next person come along and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it is right there. So did I answer that question?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Most
For y'all
definitely.
listening, don't be scared to fail, because you grow from your mistakes
Yeah,
and
you
your
do.
failures. You know what I mean? And even when you fail, guess what? That door may not have been for you. Okay.
That's true right there. That is true right there.
All right, so we're gonna get on to the next question.
I'm loving these questions.
Well, this is what we do. You know what I mean, hands down. You feel me?
I love
All
it.
right, so we're gonna go back and see how much he knows. Okay. So my question is, you just came back from a fashion show with your fashion line. Tell us a little bit about it, and what can your audience expect next?
Which was amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much. And I got to thank House of X for recording it. I have the video. It's almost done because I had to name every model and what they was representing. And, I had to make sure like the audio of Jam Young performing too it was a lot going on. We had Spider Punk come out with the guitar. We had Jam Young going all over the place. He had the Bizarro Rxsuperstar suit on, which was the only special suit that was made. So what I mean by Bizarro suit, it's Superman. So remember Superman, right? Mm-hmm. So we know Bizarro was the reverse version of Superman.
Yeah.
So he had all abilities of Superman, except he was slow, he was ugly, he didn't have no good looks, and he had everything that was. Superman was a handsome man, and Bizarro was a hideous guy. So it was like Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah. So for me, we was in my crib at Jam Young, and we made a mistake. I made a mistake. So I had the paper to put on the merchandise, but it was on reverse.
Oh wow!
So Jam was like, "Well, RX, that's hot." It was like, you know what? That is hot because the colors was darker, and it was reversed, and you could still see what it says. So I was like, all right, let's put it on the pants. So we did the same thing on the pants, did the same thing on the back, and it was like. And it's two-tone colors. Mm-hmm. So he had the purple hoodie with the yellow sweats. He's a Laker fan. He had the Jordans that looked like the Kobe. He had the whole rip out. So I was like, that's the Bizarro line right there. So anyone who goes in my store or DM me and they request a two-tone color suit, like a top different than the bottom, then that would be the reverse. Okay. So that would be like the Bizarro suit. Yeah. So that was that.
I like the way you did that.
Thank you so much. And that was just by accident. That's what's cool about being creative is accidents could lead you on to bigger things. This suit I have on, this is the sweatsuit of the wrestler. This is the wrestler profile. This is me as a wrestler. There's soon more designs coming. So the designer of this, he works for WWE, TNA, AEW. He does designers for wrestlers and stuff like that. So I can't mention his name because it's copyrights, and I'm not trying to get House of X in trouble or any of that stuff. So you can find, when you go on my website, you'll see his name there, and then you can find him on Instagram and stuff like that. So as for the fashion show, I got to thank everybody who participated in there. You all did a wonderful, amazing job. You guys are on point. I know I changed it at the end. That was only because I added Spider Punk to it, because I was like, Jam Young rocking out himself. I can't really be out there like it was on rehearsals, because I got to make sure these 19 models is lining up perfectly and everything. And we had one person that wasn't there, but it's okay. It was a miscommunication. I handled that.
It wasn't a miscommunication. That jabroni should have been there, but that's for another day and another topic. You know, you are a jabroni.
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
But you just said 19 models. That's a lot of people wearing your outfits. Like, how did you maintain that, like,
so that
or
was
line that up.
So that was cool about everybody that was part of my line and part of it, because I already knew some of these people, and I brought them in to help out because some of them wanted to get into the fashion industry, and I was like, use this right here, use this platform, and get yourself out there. All I ask is just pay attention to rehearsal. What's your size? And any ideas you see me of, you see me struggling, hey, help me out. And that's what we did as a unit. We all helped each other out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best way to represent the cosplay community is unity. And that's what a lot of people miss, because a lot of people ego trip.
Yeah.
So what's a better place to suppress an ego trip is a fashion show.
Yeah.
Leave that shit out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody here, we here to do this fashion show all together. I'm the leader because this is my runway.
Yeah.
So everybody has to do what I want to do creative wise and the way the runway. But what's cool about me, I worked with everybody, listened to everybody. Shout out to Kate Cosplay, who was my assistant right there. She helped out a lot. Shout out to the sponsors out there. Ariel, she was a sponsor. Shout out to Stephanie Santiago from Absalom, New Jersey, where I work at. It's a cool establishment. Shout out to Lionel 24 Arts, who's a designer who's been in the game for like 8 years. It's another sponsor, but I can't mention them because I promised they're secret silent partners. So you have to respect the secret silent partners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the hit makers, my crew out there. Shout out to Leah Wrestling God. Shout out to a lot of people. Everybody came and brought the vibe. Everybody, I had the shirts.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. Woo. Thank you. So every design of the shirts was put for that model.
Mm-hmm.
So it was only certain people who had the hit makers shirts, because these people are out in the world now being hit makers, doing their own stuff. And I'm very proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because to be the brightest star in the sky, you have to have stars around you to shine with you.
Most
Amen.
But sometimes you have stars who shine with you, we're called shooting stars. Right?
Yeah.
Then you have fallen stars, the stars that don't make it. They serve their purpose and now they crashing back down.
Absolutely.
So you just got to know the difference. So shout out to all my stars out there. They doing their thing out there. And I'm very proud no matter what. Because my fashion show gave you guys a platform to excel and succeed more of what you want to do. So I'm happy about it. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Kage. Shout out to A Rose, the choreographer. Shout out to, man, that's 19 models. Do I have to name all 19 of them?
No.
I'm going to need some alcohol for that. But those are the hit makers. Shout out to everybody there. Shout out to my cousin. He was there, man. That was his first time. Shout out to Val, our kid model that represented my brand. Thank you so much. You did a phenomenal job. I hope that opens more doors for you as kid-wise, and you just teach the community how to respect. Basically, what I do is just teach the community to do better for themselves.
Yeah.
Future generations. So,
No doubt.
So that's it. I could keep talking about the fashion show.
Well, that's good. Let's stay there for a minute because I do have another question. Then
Okay.
I'll swing it up to Wanston.
Okay.
My next question, because for you guys that didn't see it or don't know, he actually had 2 parts in the fashion show.
Yeah.
One was the cosplay in the beginning, and the second was his line. So that leads me to my next question, what is your favorite part of the fashion show?
Besides me?
Yeah.
My favorite part of the fashion show, which day? The Friday that we was all there?
Well, yeah, you can speak from any point of view because you were there for 4 days. The
Okay.
fashion show was a 4-day affair.
Thursday.
Me and Watson were there for 2 of the days.
They was there the first day, which was like a whole vampire theme,
Yeah.
like emo, dark rock, all that stuff. So that was fun. And I also got to be photographer, and I got to show everybody a different side of me they never seen before. So RX came with fingernails painted. I wanted mascara because I was emo back in the days. So I used to have black nails. I used to have the hair comb right here. I had the outfits. I had the big Parasuco pants. Everything. This ain't the only piercing I ever had. So for me to redo that again, and I felt comfortable, and then people understood that I'm a straight guy, but I just grew up like that. So it was very cool for me on Thursday, and you guys did a phenomenal job recording, being polite to people, and people being nice to you guys. It was just a great vibe, and Thursday was cool. Now we off to Friday, which was my fashion show and the cosplay fashion run with other people too. So everybody did their thing. It was cool. Was dancing, interact. People never thought about cosplay fashion like in a way like this because there are cosplay runways out there, but ain't nobody do it better than us.
Yeah, amen.
Ain't nobody do it better than us. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stay tuned for more of that. But Friday was just to me the best show because we're all young, we're all living our lives, we're all doing our best, we're all helping each other out. If one person falls, we pick them up. Like for example, like if somebody's messed up right there, we're like, no, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Don't doubt yourself. Don't lose track. And just everybody just had a great vibe. It was cool because these two got to walk the runway too. Because what they did was like they made the audience participate inside the fashion show, so everyone could feel it. So they came down the aisle. He was A-Train. You know, once he came down with his jacket, blazer on with the bedazzled jewels. I still want one. They came in. Other people came in from the sideline, other cosplayers and stuff. So it was just a big time happy moment. That's what cosplay is all about. When we united like that in a positive way, this is how we party. This is how we get down. It's a safe environment at that time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, fun, safe, all of that, and then some.
Amen. All right. So, for those that don't know, you are a photographer, but you have said many times that doing photography or becoming a photographer saved your life.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit of how it saved you as a person?
So photography, one of the tools I use is photography. So photography is my passion. Mm-hmm. I'm very passionate about photography because it gets me going. It gets me out. It gets me motivated. I love meeting new people. I love sceneries. I love finding new locations. I love exploring my mind and then going beyond that. So me and every special person, we got this thing we used to say to the moon and back.
Yeah.
Right. Until one day we just sat there and we was watching the new Buzz Lightyear movie that came out. So when they brought back to Infinity Beyond, we went from the moon and back to go from Infinity and Beyond and never look back. So that's the mindset and the attitude I have.
Yeah.
Because anything you put your mind to it, you could really succeed.
Yeah.
Like you could really manifest that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say to people out there is like whatever idea you have, write it down like they did with their questions, you know, and just do it. Just do it. So I don't know if that answers you guys' question.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
no, definitely. Most definitely.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Liam.
Oh, okay. We're going to swing it back to the merchandise, okay, because this is some great merchandise.
Before we get to that, make sure you hit that subscription button. Make sure you subscribe to all their channels. Subscribe to my channel. Stop playing. What's 1 second? Click. Bing. That's it.
Okay, is y'all clicking or nah?
Nah.
Okay. So my next question is very simple. Where can people find your merchandise?
You can find my merchandise in any of my social media links. Bonfire.com. You guys can also go to bonfire.com. But I started making my own stuff. So being a fashion designer, I started getting the inside of it, like the inside of how things go. So now I make my own stuff. I got people who contact me now, and I make their clothing line or make their shirt and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool and stuff like that. I like to do things like that. So I learned myself. So where you could catch my brand is basically you could DM me, email me at rxsuperstar@gmail.com. You could DM me on all my social medias, but you will better reach me at Facebook or Instagram or Threads. I'll be on Threads just talking my mind.
Oh, okay.
I just talk my mind.
All right.
So, do you use X or no?
What do you mean by X?
Twitter? Yeah.
I have a Twitter account, but I don't really be on there. So I'll probably just post on there just like what coming events and stuff because Twitter just basically turned into porn.
Oh yeah, my gosh. So it really has.
I'll go on there and I'm just like You just see anything. You just see anything. I just don't want to name something because we don't want that named on here.
Yeah, it really has.
But you see how when we say X, they say Twitter. I still call it Twitter too, but I know that it wants to be called
well, people
X, but X shit is going back to Twitter because I'm like, Twitter is a better name than X.
So you know the
It
X
sounds like a website.
So the Twitter X is actually a bird. So that's hieroglyphics.
Okay.
So if you really look at it and look at the X, right, and then tilt your head that way, you'll see the bird.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. So
see, I didn't know that. That's cool.
So for those that don't know, you also are a home caretaker. You take care of your mom. So how challenging is that for you, being a person that works, you do photography, you're at cosplay events, and have other events that you're doing, as well as your own brand? So how challenging is it for you?
Before I get to that, we're gonna shout out to the neighbor downstairs. You know, like you this is go out to a lot of people out there. Respect other people's apartments and stuff like that, because you don't want, Popo knocking on the door saying, "Hey, turn that down." You know what I'm saying? So respect everybody. I know what it goes through. And plus, these guys are doing a great interview. Who want to hear that stuff? So the guy downstairs, you're a dweeb. Yeah.
That part.
So back to the question. And I forgot what you said. I'm sorry about that.
With so many things on your plate, how challenging it is.
All right. So it's not easy. It's not easy, and you gotta work around things like that, and you gotta have a team around that too. People you can rely on, and things cost money. Mm-hmm. So people ain't gonna do nothing free. So I don't want to talk too much about this because it's kind of a little personal. I get a little touchy about it. But if you're a person out there that's out there in the world and also taking care of somebody at home and stuff, I applaud you. Mm-hmm. You deserve your flowers. You are not. You are seen. You are not silent. I do understand you, and the best advice I could give is stay strong.
Amen.
And stay strong and keep that spirit high, and just do your best. No one could judge you but the man above.
Amen.
I know that's right. Okay. Well, thank you for answering.
Shout out to all moms out there. Shout out to all parents, and shout out to everybody. Of course, I answer the questions.
Okay. Now, for those that are big fans of RX, and for those that are new to RX, he also is a YouTuber as well. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get into that, okay? So my question is, when it comes to your YouTube, what is your favorite game to play? Because for you guys that don't know, he does have gaming on his channel. Man. So I consider him as a gamer.
What's my favorite? I am a gamer. I went to gaming tournaments before. I've been on the Power Ranger scene tournaments. I've been in the Street Fighter tournaments. I've been in the Tekken tournaments. I've been into the RPG role playing, being a team united and just go out to the field. I won a few tournaments back in my days and stuff. So, excuse me. I need to take a little sip of water. So one of the things I used to do on my podcast, we will always have snacks. Because when you play games and watch movies, you always have a snack.
Yeah.
So every time my show came on, it will be what was the snack of the day. Until I started getting endorsements and stuff. So the two major top endorsements that I got at that time was Doritos and Oreos.
That's not bad at all.
So
shout out to Oreos and Doritos, okay?
And when you combine them both, that's a delicious, sensational taste.
After eating that, you're going to have to brush your teeth because both leave stains all up in your teeth.
Yeah.
Especially that damn Oreos, I tell you.
I love Oreos.
So do I. I
love Oreos. What was it? Drink the water. I totally forgot what we was talking about.
Endorsements.
So all the. I'm sorry. We live, guys. We live. This is a cool show. This is the best show that's going. This is the best show that's going on right now. Okay.
Yeah. And we were talking about your gaming channel, and then you went and said endorsements.
So gaming, right? So I was doing this before it was cool. Mm-hmm. When I grew up at, where we grew up at, it was nobody sitting there watching somebody play video games unless you was grabbing that controller, and you was ready to jump in and play the games. Nowadays, you put on the TV and there's kids watching somebody play video games. That still blows my mind. Instead of the kid just grabbing a controller and play the video game that you're watching somebody play. So my gaming channel, that's what helped me launch my career too, and also the Power Ranger community too for helping me out, and also the cosplayers at that time who I had my guest stars, and also my friends who are in the music business, comedy, basically all entertainment came to my show, supported me because that's what I did. I always went out there to support them, but I never asked for nothing back. So when you get an opportunity like this to do a show, a major show like this, you start calling in favors. Say, hey, remember when you said I could call you and you said this? So they came on my show, helped me out, support. It led off to a season 2. I did about 400 something episodes, which if you think about it on YouTube, that's like 10 seasons.
Yeah.
So I was just a monster. I wouldn't have stopped. I did it every Tuesday, every Thursday. Tuesday was always the new games that came out. I would play it right then and there. And Thursdays, I would go Throwback Thursdays, but I would play the hot Throwback Thursdays of the people that was playing now, like X-Men, Avengers, Ninja Turtles, all the 4-player games, Streets of Rage, Street Fighter, fighting games, stuff like that. I would even have people who don't play video games, but they remember playing one game. So, for example, I would have Sonic or Super Mario, and we would just sit there, Spider-Man, everything would come out, and everyone will have a snack to it. Then later on in my shows, I will have musical guests. So they will do a live performance right after the show.
Yeah.
So nobody was doing that at that time.
Yeah.
So the way, because it was like at that time, how can you cut this show off on a live stream on Twitch or whatever, and then go back on it again? So I come from the era where we used to combine VCRs and TVs and gaming systems all together. So we had to cross a lot of wire. They don't know about that. They don't know about that. So that same method still works today. You just gotta see how they connect to each other. That's all.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into gaming. That's how I get it. And then when I started getting endorsements from pins, shout out to Avenues Graduate, which was named Third World. I met them at Patches and Pins. I also met Lionsgate, not Lionsgate, Lions. They made the Power Ranger pins. I totally forgot their name. Steve, sorry about that if you're watching this right now. But I forgot the name. Lion, it's Lionsgate, something like that. Lion something. But they made Power Ranger pins. They made other pins of like nostalgia stuff that we grew up with, like Street Fighter, Tekken, and also some of the Mafia movies and stuff like that. So, like from Bronx Tale. They had the Bronx Tale. Colosio, that's was his name, I think it was. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But he was the only white boy that got the black girl at the end. And he was a role model for all of us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I could talk about this all the time, the gaming and all that stuff. Like, what I suggest for gamers out there to do is like write it out. Plan out your episode, plan out what you're going to talk about the game. It's basically you doing a review, but also having fun at the same time. So that's what basically you got to do is write it out. That's what my sensei always told me. Think it, ink it. Put it on paper and let the universe bring it to life.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, my last question. And we're going to stick with gaming because y'all know I'm a gaming channel. I'm just saying. So my next question and last question is, when can your audience expect your next gaming video?
Well, the return.
You've been going for a minute, bro.
So the return of the plug with Rxsuperstar, the final season is almost in final production. We're getting it all together. We're getting all the lights. We're getting all the cameras. We're getting all the streaming. We're getting everything ready. We're getting the guest list ready because I'm gonna invite House of X.
Yes.
But also I'll probably do something they ain't never done before. Have one member each also come on the show.
Absolutely.
So that's what I like to do. When I see a duo, I like to separate them sometimes. Let's get to know Leo and let's get to know Watson, right? Watson.
Yeah.
You know what I always say is Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. So that's why I always say your name like that.
Oh, it's okay.
So I always think his name was like, I'm bad with names. If you know me by now, I'm very bad with names, but not with faces.
Yeah.
You know? You're doing his name better than a lot of people.
Yeah, because they call you.
Because I tell Winston all the time, I say, why don't you just have people call you Teddy? It's easier.
But that's not his name.
It's my actual performance name and my character in our comic book.
That's another thing. They got a comic book coming out, guys.
It's also his wrestling name because we're in people's wrestling video games.
Big Teddy.
His name is Teddy.
That's Big Teddy. Watch the bear hug. Wow.
Yeah. So, what would you like folks to gain from this interview on tonight?
Knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge.
All right. So, where can the folks find you if they would like to book you for photography? And
you can email me at rxsuperstar@gmail.com. Once again, that's rxsuperstar@gmail.com. I'm on all social media platforms. You just type in capital R, X, everything else lowercase after that. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, Facebook, Facebook Gaming, Discord. What am I missing? What am I missing? Threads. What am I missing? What am I missing? Instagram. What else? I'm on a bunch of those. Just Google me, guys.
Okay.
Just Google
You
me.
can even catch him on MySpace.
yeah,
What they know about that? What they know about that?
absolutely.
The man said Google.
Yeah.
My man Tom. Shout out to Tom out there.
All right. So, well, guys, this was another amazing interview by yours truly.
House of X Entertainment.
Yes. I'm Winston,
And I'm Leo.
and this is none other than
Rxsuperstar.
see you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Peace. Oga up.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I know they entertain. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby.
What's up, guys? Welcome back, guys.
Stay